Hello, dear students. I hope you all are doing well and utilizing time to improve your reading and writing skills. In today's session, we will discuss second part of chapter 10, that is motion and measurement of distances. In previous part, we had discussed the story of transport, measurement, how to measure the length of an object, to measure the length of a curved line, and an activity related to measurement. Now, today, in second part, we will discuss remaining topics of this chapter. First of all, let's take a view on the topics we will discuss here. So, in today's session, we will do introduction, motion, types of motion, different motions at the same time, and some activities for demonstration of motion. Okay, so starting with introduction, Serine diagram. A tree is fixed as a place, so we can say that it is stationary. Similarly, a house, school, factory, poles, electric poles, all are stationary objects which remain at a fixed place. On the other hand, a man, animals, birds, car, bus, train, airplanes, which do not remain stationary all the time, means they can move from one place to another. For example, when the motion of a car changes with time, we can say that the car is moving or that car is in motion. Say in figure, we see a car at position A in front of a house and tree at a particular time. After 5 seconds, we see the same car at position B, which is quite far away from the house. This means that the position of this car is changing with time. So we say that this car is moving or that this car is in motion. Okay. So we can define motion as an object is said to be in motion or moving when its position changes with time. A motion can be termed as a slow or fast based on the distance it covers in a specific amount of time. If an object moves fairly fast, then its movement or motion can be observed very easily. But if an object moves very slowly, then it becomes difficult to observe its movement immediately. For example, a wristwatch. A wristwatch has three hands: a second's hand, a minute's hand, and an hour hand, which move round and round on the dial of the watch. Now, the second's hand of the watch moves quickly, so we can observe the movement of the second's hand of the watch. But the minute's hand and hour's hand of a watch move quite slow, so their movement cannot be observed easily. We will have to keep on observing the position of minutes and hours hand for some time to find out whether they are moving or not. So this is because when an object moves, its position changes with time. Okay. So in science, when an object is stationary or not moving, it is said to be at rest. Thus a house and a tree is stationary, means they are not moving. So a house and a tree are said to be at rest. They are not in motion. Even the same object can be at rest or in motion at different times. For example, when a car is stationary, means not moving, it is said to be at rest. But when the car is moving, it is said to be in motion. Okay? So we will now describe the various types of motion. The motion or movements of all objects are not the same type. Different objects shows different types of motion or movements. So some of the important types of motions are linear motion, circulatory motion, repetitive motion, periodic motion, and non-periodic motion. We will now discuss all these types of motion in detail one by one. Let us discuss linear motion first. So linear motion, if an object moves in a line, straight or curve, its motion is said to be linear. Okay? So motion in a straight line is said to be linear. And linear motion is of two types, rectilinear motion and curvilinear motion. See in figure, that car is moving in straight line, so it is called rectilinear motion. And when car is moving on curve road, it is said to be in curvilinear motion. See rectilinear motion. If an object moves in a straight line, it is rectilinear motion. Examples: moving car on a straight road, a fire bullet from a rifle. See, the movement of bullet fired from a gun is example of rectilinear motion. When a bullet is fired from a gun, the bullet moves in a straight line. Okay? Some more examples of rectilinear motions are motions of vehicle on a straight road, motion of train on a straight track, opening of a table drawer, a rolling ball on a plain ground. Okay, so these are the example of rectilinear motion, that the object moves in a straight line. Next is curvilinear motion. If an object moves in a curved line, it is said to be in curvilinear motion. Means moving car on a curved road, motion of flying kite, a stone thrown from roof of the house, and a motion of tip of nib of your pen when you write. Okay? So when the object moves in curved line, it is said to be in curvilinear motion, and if an object moves in a straight line, it is said to be in rectilinear motion. Clear? Now next is circulatory motion. When an object moves in a circular path, it is called circulatory motion. And it is of two types, rotatory motion and revolving motion. See in first figure it shows the example of rotating motion, and in second it shows the example of revolving motion. See rotatory motion. When an object moves round without changing its position, the object is said to be in rotatory motion. Okay, without changing in position, the objects move round. In rotatory motion, the object spins about an axis and is staying at one position, like spinning of earth on its axis, spinning of a top on its axis. See movement of hands of a clock, potter wheels. These are the example of rotatory motion, because in this the object moves round without changing its position. Okay? Next is revolving motion. When an object changes its position while moving in a circular path. Okay? Object changes position while moving in a circular path, then its motion is called to be revolving. Example: drilling of a stone tied on a string, revolution of planets around the sun, cycling in a circular path. These are the examples of revolving motion. And difference between these two are that in rotation, the object does not move as whole. Instead of the object moves on its own axis. Okay? And in revolution, an object moves as whole from one place to other, like earth moving around the sun, causing the change of season. Clear? Now here one activity is given for the demonstration of circular motion. For this, take a piece of stone and tie it to a thread and drill it. Drill means move it round and round rapidly with your hand by holding the other end of the thread. We will see that the stone moves along a circular path. See in figure. So thus a stone tied to a thread when moved round and round rapidly undergoes circular motion. And when the stone tied to a thread is moving round and round, then the distance of a stone from our hand remains same all the time. Thus, in circular motion, the object moves in such a way that its distance from fixed point, we can say center of the circular path, remains the same. Okay. So this you can do for the demonstration of circular motion, how it's work. Next is repetitive motion. Sometimes we observe that the motion of an object occurs again and again. Such type of motion is called repetitive motion. For example, flickering of eyelids, movement of lips while speaking, hands of a man rowing a boat, fingers of a person playing on tabla or piano. So these are the repetitive motion, means the motion that occurs again and again. Okay. Now next is periodic motion. The motions which repeat themselves at regular intervals of time is called periodic motion. The revolution of earth around the sun is a periodic motion because the earth always takes the same amount of time, that is 1 year, to complete one round around the sun. Okay. The rotation of earth on its axis is a periodic motion because the earth always takes the same time, that is 24 hours, to rotate once on its axis. Revolution of moon around the earth is also a periodic motion because the moon always takes the same time, about 1 month, to complete one round around the earth. Some other examples of periodic motions are swing of a pendulum, motion of pendulum of a pendulum clock, motion of child, a swing. Okay. The vibration of a stretched string of a sitar or guitar when plugged, the vibration of stretched membrane of drum, that is tabla or dholak, when struck, are said to be periodic motion. Non-periodic motion, the motion which does not repeat itself after a regular interval of time, is called non-periodic motion. Like beating of a heart, birds gliding across the sky, children playing in the park, these all are the examples of non-periodic motion. Means this motion does not repeat after a fixed interval of time. Now one more activity for the demonstration of periodic motion with the help of stretched string. Okay, for this, take a rubber band and stretch it and tie it tightly between two nails as shown in figure. See, the position of rest of the stretched rubber band is at a point A. A is mentioned here for fixed position of the stretched rubber band. Now, let us plug this stretched rubber band at its center with a finger. The stretched rubber band will start vibrating back and forth between the position B and C. See in figure B, vibrating rubber band undergoes periodic motion. Every vibration of a stretched rubber band, that when it moves from B to C and back to B, takes exactly the same time. So the vibration of a stretched string, that is rubber band or sitar or guitar, are the examples of periodic motion. And one more thing, that the vibration of stretched strings produce musical sounds. Okay. So this is the activity for demonstration of periodic motion and stretched string. Now next is uniform motion and non-uniform motion. See, when the body covers equal distance in equal time intervals, the motion of the body is called uniform motion. For example, if a bus covers a distance of 80 kilometers in 2 hours at a constant speed. Then it should cover 20 kilometers every half an hour since this bus is moving uniformly. Means it covers the equal distance in equal time intervals. Okay. In second case, when the body covers unequal distance in equal interval of time, then the motion of the body is non-uniform motion. Okay. In uniform motion, equal distance in equal time intervals. In non-uniform motion, unequal distance in equal interval of time. For example, a boy starts cycling from his home to go to school, which is 5 kilometers away, and he covers first 2 kilometers in 20 minutes. Okay, first he covers 2 kilometers in 20 minutes, then he speed up and cover next 2 kilometers in 15 minutes, and last he covers 1 kilometer in 5 minutes. Thus he total covered 5 kilometer distance in 40 minutes. Means he takes 40 minutes to cover distance of 5 kilometer, but does not cover the same distance every minute he cycle, because first 2 kilometer he takes the time of 20 minutes. In second 2 kilometers he takes the time of 15 minutes. In for 1 kilometer he takes the time of 5 minutes. Means time interval is not fixed. Means he does not cover the same distance every minute he cycles. Thus this motion is non-uniform motion. Clear from uniform and non-uniform motion? Now, some objects may have more than one types of motion at the same time. Or in other words, some objects may have the combination of two or more different types of motion. Some examples are here. First, in the case of Earth, the Earth moves around the Sun, so it has circular motion. The Earth repeats its motion around the Sun after regular interval of time, that is 1 year. So it has a periodic motion, and the Earth rotates on its axis, so it also rotational motion. Thus the Earth has three types of motion at the same time: circular motion, periodic motion, and rotational motion. Okay. Second example, in the case of merry-go-round. If we considered merry-go-round as a whole, then it shows rotational motion because it turns on an axle. But the outer part of merry-go-round on which children sit shows circular motion. So a merry-go-round has two types of motion at the same time, that is rotational motion and circular motion. Clear? Now in third case, in the case of bicycle. Suppose a bicycle is moving on a straight road. The wheel of bicycle is rotating on its axle and also moving forward in a straight line path. So the bicycle moving on a straight road has two types of motion: rotational motion as well as rectilinear motion. Similarly, in case of a ball, when a ball is moving on the ground, it is rotating as well as moving forward on the ground. So a ball rolling on the ground has two types of motion: rotational motion as well as rectilinear motion. Now in fourth case, the case of swing machine. The swing machine has a wheel which rotates on an axle. So the wheel of a swing machine shows rotational motion. The swing machine has also a needle which moves up and down continuously. So the needle of swing machine undergoes a periodic motion. Thus we can say that the swing machine exhibits two types of motion at the same time: rotational motion as well as periodic motion. So these are the example of different motions at the same time. Okay. So in this part, we had discussed motion, that change in position of an object with repeat to its surrounding, with respect to its surrounding, and types of motion, that is linear motion, circulatory motion, repetitive motion, periodic motion and non-periodic motion. In that, linear motion is of two types, rectilinear motion and curvilinear motion. And circulatory motion also exhibit in two types, rotating and revolving. So I hope, and some activities that shows a demonstration of motions and some different motion at the same time. I hope you understand it very well. In next session, we will discuss chapter 11, that is light, shadows and reflection. Till then, keep learning, stay fit. Thank you.